Hey there, RHS. You might have heard of the cool new acting club, Improv Troupe, run by Mrs. Lomas. We'll be taking a closer look into what improv really is and how this neat new club got started.
So what is improv?
Improv is like the funner version of acting where anything goes where you don't need a script.
Why did you join improv?
I joined improv because I'm a pretty random person, as everyone knows, and I like having fun, so I figured let's put acting and fun and randomness together.
Improv is anything you can think of. It's just random, and whatever you think of, it can become a reality.
Improv is essentially when you perform for an audience and you are thinking on your feet. It's fast, it's fun, it's a lot of high energy.
Improv is playing. You're making it up as you go along. Everybody improvises every single day. That's all you do. You improvise all day long. Your life isn't a script. You just follow a certain couple rules. There you go, improv on stage, and it's funny.
And what is your favorite thing about improv?
My favorite thing about improv is that anything goes and you never know what's going to happen next.
My favorite thing is that no one's ideas get shut down, and everything gets agreed on. You can continue with whatever you want.
Where did you first get the idea of starting an improv club?
Well, basically, I actually used to run an improv troupe at Wilson Middle School when I taught there many years ago. And after I met my husband and we'd gotten married, and this was actually a hobby of his that he'd been participating in for a very long time, he introduced me to it, and we were improvising together at different clubs with different troupes. And so I introduced it to the students at Wilson. I transferred over here to Roosevelt High School 12 years ago, and I've been doing a lot of theater and whatnot in the community, but then I decided that this would be a really good year to introduce improvisational comedy to Roosevelt. Years ago, I was told that my students who came from Wilson and had been learning improvisational comedy at that level were auditioning and performing better in the theatrical group here at Roosevelt. So I thought, well, why not go ahead and give them an opportunity to practice that and then possibly take those skills into our drama club.
What stands out to you about improv compared to regular theater?
The beauty of improv is you don't have to memorize any lines. And you're playing, you're having up on stage and you're having fun, and your partner has your back and you have their back, and you guys work together to build each other up. It's more fun than anything else I've ever done. Because once you get that first laugh, that first big laugh from an audience, it's addicting.
What stands out to you about improv compared to regular theater?
I sometimes think that improv is actually a little bit more challenging because there's no script and you have no idea where it's going to go. But that's what also makes it sometimes a little bit more fun, because you are very much on the spot, getting audience participation. They are the ones that are controlling the show, controlling the performance. They are the ones who basically get to take the show in a direction that they want to see. And so there's some really great connections between the audience and the people on stage.
When did you first start improvising?
I first started improvising in 1993. I saw ads for the Second City when it was in Detroit, and I took classes, and I continued doing classes until 1997 when I got hired to be the improv camp director. And in 2000, I started teaching the conservatory program that is with the adults, and I've been teaching improv ever since and performing weekly for a long time with numerous improv troupes. I started with Void What Prohibited, moved on to the Third Level, Motor City Improv, The Fourth Wall, Big Fun Limo, just a variety of troupes.
How do you get better at improvisation?
The more you do it, the better you get at it. That's basically the only real answer you can give. The more you do it, the better you get at it, like with anything. You know, a lot of people worry about being funny because it's not about being funny. It's about being real, because people relate to what's real and people find the familiar funny.
How does someone join Improv Troupe?
Well, all you have to do is come to my classroom. I'm in room A222 on the second floor by the elevator. Come pick up some paperwork from me. And it's very easy. We've already had a couple of meetings, but that's the other great thing about improv is that if you join a little later, there's a really quick and easy way to catch up until a certain point when we decide to actually do a performance. Right now, we're meeting every Wednesday. The date could possibly change, so stay tuned on announcements. And then as we get closer to a show, we might have a couple of meetings a week, but it's nothing strenuous. It's not a terribly long commitment, and it's just a great way to have a different kind of fun. So stop by and see me.
Well, there you have it, RHS. Who knew there was so much that went into kickstarting this new spin on acting? Back to the anchors.
The beauty of improv.